Should all 50 states ban using a cell phone while driving? That's what the National Transportation Safety Board is now recommending. 24 Hour News 8's Tony Tagliavia gathering reaction to that from some of your representatives in Lansing and from a West Michigan man who lost his son in a distracted driving crash. Tony's live in studio.
Brian, we talked with David Teeter. He lost his 12-year-old son in a crash back in 2004 when a driver talking on a cell phone and looking straight ahead ran a red light and struck the family car. Now he works with a nonprofit group called the National Safety Council. He calls today's NTSB decision a milestone, noting that the board makes its decisions based on crash investigations and not on political statements. Today's decision came after a meeting looking at a crash in Missouri. The chairwoman of the NTSB said today that 3,000 people lost their lives last year in distracted-related crashes. Teeter told us that the evidence of the danger of talking on a cell phone while driving is overwhelming. He says the mind simply cannot focus on driving and having a conversation at once.
One of the examples I give to people is, can you watch your favorite television show, be engaged in the plot while you're talking to somebody on the phone at the same time? So no, I can't do both of those things. And then I kind of say, well, how can you drive a 5,000-pound vehicle in an environment that's always changing and dynamic, and your immediate reaction may save your life or somebody else's? And the answer is you can't do it safely.
Now, the NTSB wants to see states enact these bans. Some Michigan lawmakers serving on the State Senate Transportation Committee expressed some reservations in interviews with us. Senator Jeff Hansen of Hart told us he's concerned about how far the law would go, saying there has to be personal responsibility, and asking if a ban on eating or drinking coffee while driving would be next. Senator John Gleason, the ranking Democrat on the committee, told us the law would be unenforceable, saying the best law is a fair law, and he doesn't think this one would end up in many people being pulled over. He says a law requiring people to use a hands-free device would eliminate a lot of concerns and elevate safety. But the NTSB recommendation calls for a ban on both handheld and hands-free cell phone use, except in emergencies. Teeter says there's no study showing hands-free use is safer. He says the personal argument responsibility could be used as an argument against passing any driving law like speeding or drunken driving. And he says because of the frequency and time spent talking while driving is really a different distraction than eating or drinking coffee. We'll watch what happens in Lansing. Sue?